Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Tonight, we're talking about Jack and Lilly Sullivan, who vanished from their Pictou County, Nova Scotia home on May 2nd, 2025. And we're talking about the buffoonery that surrounds this case, those individuals that seem to be never ending, shall we say. We're going to talk about that. What happens when the two D's get together? A lot to talk about on the other side of this.
I've walked through storms in scars and grace, smile through pain with a painted face. They called me too loud, too much, too strong, but honey, that's the reason I belong. Every scar's a scripture, every tear's a hymn. I found my worth where the light grew dim. They tried to break me, but here's a twist. I turned my pain into a clenched fist. I'm an unbreakable woman, born of fire and pearl. I shine like grace in a reckless world. You can test my faith, you can shake my plan, but I'll rise again. Just watch me judged by the gloss, not the cause. But God don't build weak hearts from gold. He made me fierce and he made me bold. I bend, I pray, I roar, I rise with mascara, tears and battle cries. Don't need your crown, I forge my own. From ashes, honey, I build my throne. I'm an unbreakable soul, dressed in truth and pearls. The fire don't scare me, it lights my world. You can doubt my voice, but you'll hear my name. I'm holy and hood, and I'm done with shame. For everyone called too much, too loud, too real. You're not to anything. You're exactly what power looks like. I'm an unbreakable soul, through the fight and flame. My scars are stories, my strength, my faith. Faith in my heart, fire in my curls, forever divine. Clutch them pearls.
Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is January 9th, 2026. It is currently 10:09 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Kiki, that is so strange that you just sent that. I literally text your mother right before I started my live. I was just thinking about her. You know, when I don't see my pearls for a second, I check up on you guys. So bless her heart. She just messaged me back. I just saw that. Oh, thank you, Ramona. Good to see everyone in chat. She's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine. I'll call her and check on her. Give her a big old pick me up, kick her butt, tell her she can't be down too long. You can't be down too long, girl. We gotta lift each other up, right? Gotta lift each other up. Uh, right, Patty. Good to see you, Patty. The Walking Dead Zombies. Good to see you. A laugh a day. CJ Lori. L. Kennedy. Good to see you, my friend. Patty Allen, Connie, Joyous. How you doing, girl? Good to see you. Tina. Wanna be sleuthing something. Gotta be sleuthing something. Misty Moonlight, CJ, Navy, Lady Gracious, Garden to the Critters, hello. Ramona, good to see you. Chris, Kim, Sherry, good to see you, darling. And Robini, good to see you. She's fantastic, darling. She's good. We're going to do some lives soon. Larry, good to see you. April, thank you so much, darling. Appreciate it. Hi, Justin. Love the shirt. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you so much, my dear. Really appreciate you. Oh, you're very sweet, Golden. Thank you, love. It's very sweet. Thank you so much, Miss April. Really do appreciate you, my friend. Thank you so much for your support. And thank you for being a member here on the Pearl family. Really do appreciate you. Misty, good to see you. Spicy Disaster, hello. Allison, Tina, Anna to the Banana, Scorpio, Pam, Robini, Kelly, good to see everyone. Thank you all for coming in. Um, guys, guess what? I'm upset. I'm upset because I didn't make the list for Durwood. I really thought I would have been number one. Hey, Sarah, I thought I would have been number one. I didn't even make the fucking list. Girl, Durwood, I thought you loathed me like a lot. You got to try harder. Mhm. Well, uh, his foul-mouthed self that she is, and I did say she intentionally, um, just talking horrible over there on Facebook. Durwood, wash your mouth out with soap, young man. What's wrong with you? Why would you be talking to such poised ladies like this? Those are my girls, Durwood. I do believe you and Daniel are meant for each other. But I do think maybe one day if you move in with Junkyard Janie, I do think that perhaps maybe you could put Daniel in the RV. I'd put Daniel in the RV if I were you. You and old Janie can be, you know, rocking the trailer. He loves you now, considering he has flipped on everything else. I don't know what's going on. Maybe cellmates. Yes. Yes. That might work. That might work. Hey, house music, good to see you. Well, I was I was hoping to Golden Star, but damn, look what little Durwood said, and I'm offended I did not make the list. And I am so surprised he is talking to beautiful, classy, women who work hard in this case for Jack and Lilly, actually trying to find answers rather than, making up something, I don't know, every day, like others, shall we say. Which one will be Bubba? I don't really care. They can have it, right? They can have it. Mr. Durwood is over there on Facebook saying horrible things. Hey, people, go to YouTube for the best examples of sick podcast parasites. Mike Damon, Scott, I can't even, it's blurry. Is it Priestap? I don't even know who that is. The sickest, most cowardly of all, and shenanigans, horse-faced bitch with no life. Just remember, if you're a decent person with a brain, they will, in parentheses, with fake profile support, make you hate humans like them. What? They will, with fake profile support, make you hate humans like them. They will make you sick. Don't let them. They are nothing. Charming. Isn't he? She so charming. God, love her. She's so charming, isn't she? The way talks, yeah. No, Janie. No. Someone is needing attention. I know. I am so sorry that this thing talked to you like that, girl. That is not very becoming. That's right. Twalk. That's right. Well, it doesn't end there. Doesn't end there. It seems like people was maybe putting some things together, and that really got him irritated, right? Just watch for him on Charmaine's channel. One of her reliable friends, or also ask. I don't know who that. I don't know what he means there. He might give you an evaluation. You are so filthy. You are so filthy. So filthy. I just asked him why you didn't make the list. And AB, I know. I mean, AB and I work really hard for that. We work really hard for that. He is. And this is the thing. He has. What's up? Play what? Play what? I mean, he has made up countless stories. And it's interesting. Why? Right? He doesn't like you and AB, God no, two up front for the Woods clan. Yeah. I was bothered. I didn't make the list. I thought you were working up to a video. Oh no. Okay. No, he's really upset today, and it kind of makes you wonder why. You know what I mean? Let's see if he says anything else. If he's He's probably blocked me. I think maybe because he thinks he might be. What is this? 1 second. What is up with the self-professed lunatic Durwood O'Grady? In May, June, July, and August, September, November, December, he says, oh, let's look at this. Let's look at this. Remember the other day he was stating that he, what was it? He was talking about, he knew Brad better than anybody else, right? Or knew Brad better than Sonny did. And he said that he went and spoke up to Brad, and Brad's wife came in here and said, "No, he didn't. No, you didn't." Yeah, exactly, Misty. So why are you saying that shit? Like, do you not give a shit, Durwood? There is 2 missing kids, and there's enough fuckery around here. There's enough. So the question is, either you're just a dirty ass liar, or you're protecting, or something is in it for you. One or the other. Do you not think when you say something public like that, people's not going to, I don't know, ask him? Does he not get that? It's crazy. He's like an angry boil. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And it's interesting how Daniel and Durwood's people and all of these people know each other and seem to have hung out before, Jack and Lilly went missing, and some of them worked together. But they're not really friends on Facebook. A lot of these people, they really know each other. Makes you wonder, doesn't it? Makes you wonder. Yeah. All the above. Yep. Exactly. Seems like that way, doesn't it, Passion? Seems that way. Really does. Let's see what this says. Maybe I'd play it.
That Malaya, I'm very sure at this point that Malaya dressed the kids and took them to the roadside and put them in a vehicle. I'm about 80% sure I know who was driving the vehicle. I know who was in the vehicle.
Okay.
And I know who transported the kids. I'm very, very, very close to being 100% on that one. And when I finish finding, I'm very sure.
Isn't that interesting? He is, remember, this SOB pushed this narrative out. He pushed it out for a long time. Made it seem like Malaya was sneaking out there to the end of the road, putting Jack and Lilly in this vehicle. Right? Daniel was pushing that narrative. Janie said, it all makes sense. It all makes sense. And then now recently, Durwood's talking about Daniel, or wait, that Durwood talked to Brad wasn't true. And Daniel, he knows Daniel was in the car that night running around with another person. Remember that one? I think it was the last time I talked about Jack and Lilly. Yeah, just missing one of the last puzzle pieces. What's interesting to me is it went from Malaya putting the kids in the car. Someone drove them. Someone. Now it's Daniel and someone. Right? Where is that? I wonder where that is. What? I can't remember. Oh, listen, I was the first one to call Durwood out. That's why I'm surprised that didn't make the list. I saw right through his bullshit on day one. Right on day one. He hung up on me, called me every name in the book. I was flattered, actually. AB, we're going to have to do better. We're going to have to do better. They are all fighting to control the already twisted narrative of their own making. What's interesting, though, is why is Durwood constantly talking about this vehicle, right? And the neighbors know which car Daniel was in that night. The neighbors know. Daniel ain't fooling anybody. I believe the RCMP knows, in my opinion, as well. But what's interesting, remember, we were talking about, I think it was a Kia at one point, and Durwood said, I never had a black Kia. Well, you was selling one, I don't know, in August of 2025, right? Durwood was there controlling the script when Janie did the news interview. Isn't that interesting? I think Durwood was there through it all. Anyone that believes any of these lies are crazy. I think it's now all about money reward. Durwood told his first story before the reward was offered. So what's his plan now? Get the reward now? Listen, someone knows where Jack and Lilly is, and it leads him to that. Have at it. Right? But why are people lying on a 4 and a 6-year-old? Right? All right. So this
I'm very sure at this
listen to this
point
one more time so you can see it.
that Malaya dressed the kids and took them to the roadside and put them in a vehicle. I'm about 80% sure I know who was driving the vehicle. I know who's in the vehicle.
Okay.
And I know who transported the kids. I'm very, very, very close to being 100% on that one. And when I finish finding, I'm very sure at this point that Malaya dressed the kids and took them to the roadside and put them in a vehicle.
Put them in a vehicle. Now, he's been talking about this vehicle for months. For months, right? Let's see what else Durwood says. Just need to say the man who is mainly responsible for the disappearance of Jack and Lilly is the same man whose IP address has been exposed as the source of almost all the fake news, fake accusations, and statements made on Facebook and YouTube, along with most of the fake profiles commenting and supporting his post. D. Mattel. He means Daniel Mattel. The game of tag you've been playing is over and you're it. Hmm. I know of uh I did. I mean, I don't know how many fake accounts he's got, but I know he's got. I showed one of them. If anybody has any more, send them to me. Right. So now Durwood's saying here that I mean, we know Daniel's got fake accounts. We know he's got fake accounts. He brings it up himself in an interview. I don't go under any fake accounts. Everything I do is me. 2 weeks later, he busts himself out and writes this big, uh, you know, crescendo of bullshit. And he's like, I did this, not Malaya. I did this. It's all, like I'm the good person. I'm this, I'm that. But it's under a different name. Oh, Daniel. Oh, Daniel. So Daniel, mhm, yeah, so what's going on here? What's going on here with Durwood and Daniel? The two little D's. The two little D's. Those two. I mean, is this the mob math wars of Pictou County? Is it just the math talking? Are they really upset with each other? Or are they just being deceptive in this? Hmm. Math Mafia, Math Wars. How does anybody? Mm-hmm. Yep, Sarah. A lover's quarrel, probably. I think it's deception. Then you should never have been blown up into such a should have never been blown up into a terrible fiasco. What's your main theory, if you don't mind me asking? Well, I definitely do not think that Daniel or Janie hurt them in any way. I'm totally with you there. I feel like I'm at the point where I think the kids literally got picked up and moved. Agree again. I don't know if they thought it would become this big as it did or what, but the fact that there's zero evidence of anything on that property screams volumes. And I think people lack critical thinking skills. Well,
I'm very sure at this point
I don't
that Malaya
lack critical thinking skills. And I can tell you that the lack of evidence is evidence in itself, right? His problem is that he thinks this is a game. It's apparently, right? Yes, April. Exactly.
that Malaya dressed the kids and took them to the roadside and put them in a vehicle. I'm about 80% sure I know who was driving the vehicle. I know who's in the kid.
Damn, who was those people? Who was those people? Mr. Durwood? Interesting, don't you think? I'd be in jail if these were my kids. As a parent, you wouldn't be able to hold me back from the fuckery. Yeah. People who care, right? But that's just not the case here. Where was it? Let me see if I can pull this up real quick and see if I can find it. Let me see here. Here we go. This is when Mr. Durwood called in. Let's see here. How can... Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay.
I'm friends with Daniel, and I'm friends with Daniel's family, and they trust me. And of course, my family on this side, they trust me.
They trust you. They don't. They don't. He never gave names because he doesn't have names. Right? He doesn't have names. If he had names, he would be taking them to the RCMP, because you know that mother chicken would cash in quick. He talks so horrible about the RCMP. Foul about the RCMP. If he actually knew anything, he would be cashing in, unless it could potentially, I don't know, harm someone close to him, right? Durwood wrote, myself, 2 law firms, and numerous private investigators uncovered a lot, and it's all been reported to the RCMP. Gotcha, boo-boo.
So I'm not overly, I don't know what you call it. I'm not a detective. I'm just a regular
asshole
guy.
So is Malaya with her mom? Is she still staying with her mom?
No, Malaya took off to the reservation, and she's with her Indian family now, and they're all around her.
Okay. I've heard
the
that. Yeah.
Brooks family. That
Hello, Wolfie. Good to see you, darling. How are you? Nice, LOL. Oh, this is my fight song. That's right. Janie's got a rake. Thank you so much, Wolfie, for 2 months coming in clutch.
that's where her name Brooks comes from.
Okay.
And she's with the Brooks family right now. And CPS took Meadow, no doubt, because she was living at Cindy's place supposedly under 24-hour supervision by her mother and her mother's man.
Right.
But anyway, she ended up. We had a little event there yesterday, and I think I caused it. I meant to stir things.
You cause a bunch of shit. Not you, Durwood.
Up because there was nothing happening, and I meant to stir things up, and I did. And she panicked. This is my belief now. She panicked, grabbed Meadow, and took off to the reservation. And she feels safe at the reservation in amongst her native family. They're all very close.
Okay.
And that's where her lawyer is too. Her lawyer who represents her is a native lawyer. I believe the chief on that reservation is a female now, and I've referred to the chief on that reservation a few times as he. I think it's a female.
Okay.
But anyway, the lawyer she has is the chief's brother. So she feels safe there, and I think she is safe there. Now,
Now, Durwood claims to be, more on, I guess, Malaya's side, right? But did he ever actually talk to Patty? Like, does he talk to Patty?
You're going pretty hard on Daniel, and I think if you, I've investigated. I had trouble getting in touch with Malaya because she initially took off, hid, and shut right down. Like I said, she wouldn't talk.
You're going a little hard on Daniel. Let me get to this thing 1 second.
Stuff on
Find it.
on social outlets.
Uh-huh.
That's the big deal. This has been worked up so big because just a couple people made a couple little mistakes at the start of this. There's no murder, there's no abduction, there's no child trafficking, there's no big meth house, there's no none of that.
Where's the kids? That's the main thing. Just where are they? I find it's now. See, this is what's interesting. This comment right here. This was way before even meth was mentioned. We didn't even know about the meth then. There's no meth house. Unless there is a meth house. Unless there is. This was 6 months ago. June 20th, 2025 is when I uploaded it. And this was a couple days after this live. So we didn't, that's before even she came, Malaya's half sister came out and said about Daniel and the meth, right? But unless Durwood has people that's into those things, because as the saying goes, it kind of takes one to know one. And I certainly believe they certainly know each other in that respect. have. Yep, Charlotte. Yep.
This is why I just told you I'm sick to my stomach right now, because I was just about to meet with Malaya, and there's one piece of information that I needed off Malaya, and she was ready to give it to me. But then her family on the reservation strongly advised her they didn't think it was safe to talk to me. Now, that's a big mistake, because believe this or not, she's my family.
He absolutely was working with Daniel.
Malaya.
Right. He was absolutely working with Daniel and Janie this night. 1,000%.
Right. And I wanted to help her, because I do know so much about this, and I know what happened. And believe this or not.
Well, but if you know what happened, why are you not telling RCMP?
I told, and this is another thing. Every time I talk on here, people say, "Oh, he's got to tell the cops. Got to tell the cops." I told the cops,
and they laughed at you.
They're not acting on what I told them at all.
Because you're full of shit.
And the last couple of pieces, the last important piece of information I got
is you're full of shit.
I refuse to tell them, and I'll tell you why.
You're full of shit.
What I need Malaya for now is to. I know that Malaya took the kids to the side of the road, and I know she transferred the kids into a vehicle, and this was early in the morning, and I know the vehicle took the kids out of there, the two kids.
Now, how is this so interesting to me? Because this mother chicken says it was early in the morning, right? Early in the morning. Why would he say it's early in the morning? Right? I mean, we didn't know of any cars, going up and down through the night from approximately 12:30 a.m. to 5:30 a.m. We didn't know anything about that. Now, Durwood is saying here, of course, yes, this was bullshit Daniel feeding Durwood, just spoon feeding. Here you go, baby. There you go. Just lapping it up. In my opinion, Daniel was trying to flip this all on Malaya and, in my opinion, Malaya's mother. Because remember, Daniel says to the reporter, like the day after Malaya leaves his ass, he told the reporter, Malaya's going to blame this all on me. I'm going to get the blame for it. No, it absolutely does, Charlotte. Absolutely does. Absolutely. Unless he witnessed that. He does not know. Unless, he doesn't know. But, I do believe, Durwood may know more. It could be because Daniel has told him things. Might have flipped it and saying it was Malaya, like here. Or I think someone, maybe Durwood's close to could have even perhaps helped in a pinch.
Now, I believe Malaya's intention then, Daniel was asleep, and I believe Malaya's intention then was to go in and get the baby and take the baby and then take off too. Malaya wanted out of there. She wanted out of there for at least a few weeks before the disappearance.
Yeah, what is that? Daniel, didn't Malaya supposedly want to leave 2 weeks prior to Jack and Lilly going missing? Something like that. And like Malaya said, every time she would try to leave, she would, and well, even her parents said, she would just go right back. Exactly, Joyous. Yes, she wanted out 2 weeks prior. And I think she got her car legal, and she was just buying that time. I think she stayed another couple weeks to make sure she's got everything together. She's got her car legal. She's got her wheels. And she can out. And I think Daniel flipped the entire out that night. JG's place on May 1st. Yeah. It's very interesting. There's a car, there's a junkyard right behind it, a crusher, a recycling
And
place.
so what she did, she made a mistake doing it that way. But you've got to know Malaya. Malaya's a very mild-mannered person. She's not. There's no aggression in Malaya. She's a very peaceful, mild-mannered person.
She doesn't seem like an aggressive person. She seems like a non-confrontational person.
Very non-confrontational. Does not believe in, like, for kids. She does not believe in any kind of corporal punishment. Like, she does not believe in a slap on the butt or even a slap on the hands. Now Daniel is more old school like myself, and I do believe in I do believe in a slap on the arse once in a while for a kid that's but I mean that's about it.
But why would she? Why would she take the kids and do this and create this big of a stir?
Because number one, she wanted out of there. The relationship was not going so great for a few reasons.
I've heard that.
The relationship, she now financially, Daniel was doing his part, even though you see all these people on here screaming about Daniel working 1 day a week. Well, that's bullshit, because the mill he works at is just up the road from where I did live.
I don't understand what you mean, Sarah. Does anybody have a true source for that information? Wasn't that just a rumor for all we know? Daniel could have started that. It wasn't in the documents. Oh, it was just another bullshit story from Daniel. Yeah, it is, Sarah. I'm in between hairstyles right now. My hair's growing.
I just moved not too long ago. It's only a half a mile up the road from where I live. And just on a sec, what I gotta go here. And the reason I got to know Daniel was my youngest son worked at the same mill with him. And like I said, they were only half a mile up the road. So they got to be pretty good friends, and they'd stop, of course, at the house.
Oh, there we go. Mr. Daniel and who did Derwood say right there?
Was my youngest son worked at the same mill with him.
There you go.
like I say, they were only half a mile up the road, so they got to be
Yeah, half a mile up the road.
pretty good friends, and they'd stop, of course, at the house. And my son's got an old camper and that down back that he sort of hangs out in by the water, and you know, he enjoys it back there.
Yeah, and the school bus and the camper. They would stop at the house. Yeah. Yeah. You know, just buddies and coworkers and math smokers and all of that.
So let's shut this phone off. So anyway, that's how I got to know Daniel, by his association with my son.
Mm-hmm.
Now Daniel, when anytime Daniel was around, and Daniel's another one. Daniel is not a good person at all. He's not. He's a soft-spoken young man. He's not aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
He's very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
I like Daniel. I always did. And I realized, I just had to shut that phone off.
A bullshit.
People are calling like crazy.
A bullshit.
I realize, and I don't know if you do or not, but a lot of people, I'm an older guy, and I've been through the mill a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
With marriage and all that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel's just not aggressive. Not aggressive. Say that to Malaya. Say that to Malaya and privately to people who know her. Say that to two of Daniel's exes that I've spoken to. More importantly, say that to Jack and Lily's bruises and black eyes. Say that. Piece of garbage. Daniel is as disgusting as they get. He is repulsive in every way imaginable, in my opinion. Now, this is the thing. Daniel's only that way to someone that's not as strong as him. Like a child or a woman, right? He is what we call a pussy. That is what Daniel is. You got to remember, Daniel's own children told on him, told CPS that he was abusive to Jack and Lilly.
Relationships, and no permanent relationship ever goes perfectly.
No, there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. But
that's exactly right.
But why?
And then when you add a few things.
But why?
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Why do this? Why create this big stir? Like after the RCMP arrived, why didn't she say, "Hey, I just need to get away from Daniel. I don't know how to do it. The kids are here."
You just hit it right on the button. She wanted to get away from Daniel. She didn't know how to do it. And where I was going with what I was just saying to you is there are allegations of abuse in amongst there. And
Exactly,
Malaya being
Shannon.
so mild-mannered, I believe I don't have to believe.
Abuse from who?
I know she was. Pardon?
Abuse from who?
Well, what do you classify a slap on the arse as abuse? That's the whole.
Would know what, Sarah? Some kind of footage of what? If you're talking about like footage of someone going up and down the road, not necessarily. There's only, remember, this is a very spread out area. Look at all of the cases where these children are not found. It's always in the rural areas. Always. Nope. 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 You don't have a digital footprint if you don't take a phone, right? And you got an old beat up ass junk car that's prior, that doesn't have, where's it at? Where's it at? Mm-mm. Nope.
Whole question.
You can talk about banking records till the day of judgment. They didn't have a fucking dime. And the money that they did rob Malaya's grandmother in was just that. It was Malaya's
Well,
grandmother's.
So in America, we are allowed, in most states, I think in all states actually, we're allowed to spank with the hand. And that's it. I think it's wrong. I don't think it teaches kids anything, but there are some people that are fine with it.
You just stated my case for me. You're a person that thinks it's wrong, and there's many people, but yet you just said it's legal in parts of the states, and many people think it's right. So it's a difference of opinion, right? You just stated this better than I probably would. So Malaya and Daniel had those two different forms of opinion on it. Exactly what the two you stated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now the two kids are not Daniels that are missing now.
Correct.
They were Sullivans.
Right.
And
Angel Mama.
And Malaya had a terrible time with Sullivan. He was very abusive. And I think Malaya was still, like, I don't know whether you believe in PTSD, but I think she had quite a bit of it from her previous relationship. And whenever Daniel
There, you cannot tell me that Daniel was not abusive. You will never, ever make me believe that Daniel was not abusive. Is not abusive. He is, in my opinion, he is controlling. He is jealous. He even talks about violence in his sex. Right? I showed you the messages. When you go to sleep, why does he want her to be asleep? Has anyone ever thought of that? When you go to sleep, I'm going to argue. And if you scream to stop, I'm going to do it harder. Okay. I did a video on it, Charlotte, or a live on it. Right? Oh, I agree with that. Sarah, I agree with that. Roxy, you might, it can be a glitch. Sometimes you just, for whatever reason, I can't see certain people and nobody is blocked. Also, they might be in another chat, the vertical or the horizontal, and you might be in the other one. Yeah, these ladies that I've spoken to that had flings with Daniel or dated Daniel, they couldn't have any mail in their phone. Who were you talking to a few minutes ago? I said hi to you a minute ago. That's what you meant. Where it's been a while, Charlotte. I would love to hear his old teachers. Bet he had problems then. Well, and this is the thing. Janie, her, she will never convince me that she knew nothing. She heard nothing, seen nothing, knew nothing, thought it was just all gravy. All gravy. No, you didn't. You knew. You knew, Janie. I think it's probably when I come on, there's a man's voice and he was talking about spanking. Oh, that's Durwood. He was talking about Jack and Lilly. Daniel doing Jack and Lilly. Amy Beth, thank you, baby. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support. I love you. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can check that as well. She can't talk to other men. It's a major red flag for controlling, insecure, and emotionally unhealthy behavior. Yeah, I mean, Daniel had to know where Malaya was like 24/7. And I don't mean like, hey, I'm running to the store constantly in a controlling way. Yep, that's him, Angel Mama.
Daniel has a temper, but all he ever does when he has a temper is raise his voice. And that terrified Malaya. Whenever they'd have a disagreement, if Daniel raised his voice, it terrified.
Kind of brought those feelings back from our old relationship.
That's right. So what was going on, that was going on, but they had a good relationship. They were getting along very well for a long time. The kids were well looked after. I mean, I know it's just an old trailer, but you've got to understand something else too, that a lot of people live like that down here because the economy's bad. And everybody says about Malaya should have had money for the kids. Well, she had some financial difficulties, and a lot of her money was frozen for quite a while. So, and like I said, about working the 1 day a week, these mills down here, they close down in the spring and the fall for road closures, cross road closures, and then for the rest of the year. Now that mill usually 6 months is a small year, and it usually runs at least 9 months a year full time. So they always get their unemployment renewed every year. And the reason they keep them 1 day a week is if you're a good employee, they don't want you to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So they pay you the 1 day a week, and that tops up your unemployment because you're
Yeah. Well looked after. Right. Well looked after. Jack and Lily were well looked after. They were well looked after at school. That's they were well looked after at school because the teachers, bought them coats, and they were safe there at school. They got a cooked meal, and they got to play and all of that. The only time that these kids had any enjoyment, probably since that they haven't seen Belinda, was at school. That's the only time in 2 or 3 years. I mean, for God's sake, they rarely even took them to town. They rarely even took them to town. It was always so overwhelming for Malaya, she said.
You're allowed to make 25% without them deducting
Right.
any off your unemployment. So you get your unemployment, and then you get the 1 day's
So-
pay, which comes out to almost a week's pay.
So my question is, do you think the kids are on the reservation, or do you think someone has them?
Someone has them, and no, I don't think they're on the reservation.
Okay. Because the
reservation will not take that. The reservation, the councils on the reservations will not take those risks.
Bingo. Yes.
We agree on that. The reservation's not going to sit there and harbor children that are missing.
And the thing is,
They
I
won't
don't
take
know
those.
who anybody would take this much of a risk in holding kids and literally their freedom at stake.
Yes, sir. Now, there you're
It's going to, Susie. It's going.
a part of the root of the matter. The people that are involved, that I believe I came so close right up to today. I was steaming right ahead. I was getting good information. I was from multiple sources. I know I've written my own excavation business here for 30 years, and I knew 5 years ago I knew just about everybody in the county, and everybody knew me. And I had a good little business going. I was busy as hell, so I knew a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
So once some people around here realized that I was related to those kids, there was people coming to me with little bits of information. And I was using a lot of that information to cross-reference and cross-check from different sources so that, if 3 or 4 different people, or even if I went to see them and asked them questions, nobody minded me asking questions either on the Mackenzie side or on my side. Now, Malaya was the only one she shut down, but see, I had no access to Malaya for quite a while. I didn't have her phone number, and the Mounties were telling Malaya and Cindy not to speak to anybody. Now they couldn't order them to, but they suggested to Malaya and Cindy, don't speak. We how do they say it? They never ordered them to, but they suggested that here with their investigation, if they spoke to anybody about the investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Now Malaya and
It kind of breaks up here. What's this? Someone just sent me something. I don't know what this is, so I'm going to put it up because I can't see it. I want to see what this is. Someone just sent me this. Wanted to add more evidence to support the theory that something happened to Jack and Lilly in the driveway, and that the contaminated dirt in the area was removed and replaced with dirt obtained from around the property. Let me see this so I can make it bigger. 1 second. It's hard for me to see. I can't see where the car at. Leslie Dunbar, a member from the group, pointed out how odd it was that the ATV, circled in black, was parked sideways, blocking the driveway. It's interesting that it's strategically parked in front of the red circle areas where you can clearly see dirt that is darker in color and bins of gravel. Did Daniel park the ATV that way to prevent cars from driving over the softened areas of dirt? Did they plan to spread the bins of gravel over the softer areas but ran out of time and energy? Also, was the one boot print at the back of the driveway placed there to draw attention away from the front of the property where the incident occurred and the soil replaced? Hmm. You can see different colors yeah, that is true. You can see different colors of soil there. She was raking for a reason. Damn right she was. No, I didn't. I didn't. But he was talking really nasty about Mike, and that's just terrible. People just need to. He's just so like Durwood is just so foul. Who the hell is raking at night in the cold? Well, then she said she wasn't raking. I agree, Shannon. To cover tire tracks. I agree. Janie calls the whole thing. Janie calls the whole thing the driveway all the way up to her trailer. Um, that's interesting because Daniel was talking one time, and someone was talking about. They said the driveway, and he's like, "No, in front of my mom's trailer. That's the yard." So I thought, uh, I noted that. I remember noting that, and I thought because I consider all of that the driveway. It's not really a yard right there in front of the her bumper. Oh, they were there when the kids went missing. If there's a search bar, maybe try searching block context. I don't think I'm telling you, I think it's a glitch. I can't see a couple people. And then it might be days, weeks, months, a year, and they'll show up one day. It's weird. How do these people even still live there after two children go missing? Well, I mean, just fine. Yeah, there's cement. Yeah, cement, rock, and all that. When did they go get this cement and all this rock as well? You know? But you can clearly see right here. You see the darker dirt? That's interesting. Because nobody understood why he parked it this way. Like, if you drove this in, right? If you drove this in the driveway, obviously you have to go right, like straight. But you had to specifically park it this way. It's interesting. Wasn't Daniel? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Daniel was doing the fence that night. Let me see here. I'm trying to pull up something here. this one. She been this 1 second. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. These poor kids have been through it just over and over and over. 1 second. People have what from a real part of the province. Okay. I don't know if I'll be able to find it right now, but I know it's gotta, maybe it's on the other one. I know Daphne sent it. We'll try this one. Give me 1 second, guys. I apologize. Man, 1 second. Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to find it or not right now, but yeah, he did. Is that it? I hate no, it's not it. Okay, never mind. Janie knows everything. Thank you so much, Miss Sarah. Appreciate you, my love. Good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Is that a pile of wood there? Yes. I know. Love you too, darling. Love you too. Can you zoom in, Justin? That's as much as it'll let me zoom in right now. I'm wondering what's under the wood pile. Well, I've never really. I agree, Marie. I've never believed. I mean, a lot of people's always thought the kids were like on the property and stuff, and I don't think so whatsoever. That's as much as it'll let me zoom in. I mean, I think I can do it like that if that helps. Any right there, but right there, you can see there is fresh wood and stuff or dirt, but it had rained a lot, a lot, a lot. And remember when Daniel was on DTs? Which did you like unlock the gate that morning or anything? Was the gate unlocked? Well, there's not even a damn fence all the way up. Right? There's not even a fence. There's two layers of fences there. This is all fresh. All fresh. If you wanted to, hide something or whatever, you're going to be pulling all that dirt out of from the back of Janie's trailer. I don't think they are there now. No, I've never. I think that the kids were taken out that night in the early morning hours. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Better question, was the gate even there? That's what I'm exactly, Squid. That's exactly what I'm saying. Faster than the people who lives on the property. Yeah. These kids, I believe, were taken out that night, and I think they're close by. The night of the ordinary day. Hmm. It's frustrating me. I can't find this right now, but hold on. Someone sent me something. Oh my god! So look at this. Oh crap! This is so funny. Here we go. We all know who this is. We all know who this is. The last time I had a pap smear, the doctor needed rubber gloves, then an oyster shucker. Come here, Tucker. Little Tucker. It's just me and you, boo boo. We we just tell them we didn't hear a thing. We're not letting the RCMP come in here and look in our cupboards. You wouldn't want to look in little Tucker in his cupboards, would ya? Of course not. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I need a cigarette. Hashtag save Tucker. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. How about that? I do too, Roti. I do too. I mean, you know something? Look, he's losing his fur. He's stressed. He's stressed to death. This dog. Ugh, Lord. I mean, you know, I always said that, you know, the dog didn't like Jack and Lily's scream. You know, maybe we don't like your voice, Janie. Maybe they didn't like your voice screaming. Maybe it's Tucker that don't like you. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe you sound like a pterodactyl with a deviated septum. Okay? Maybe that's it. When JJ smokes, Tucker chokes. That's right. Thank you very much. Damn, that dog has the tongue down her throat. Well, that's a. Listen, that is just a friendly little kiss. That is just a friendly little kiss from Tucker. All right? Don't judge her. All right? Don't judge her. Janie's voice sounds like the little character from South Park. Someone sent this an email. Oh, little Tucker. In this movie, remember like the something about Mary. This dog, it like dies or something. I don't know, but and then he's like giving it. He like takes the lamp off the side of the couch here, and he like puts the two cords together, and he's like sparking the dog. Although I wouldn't want that reaction. Listen. Kelly, that's what it seems like. Like, we all, like, I get it. She loves her dog and stuff, but I don't get it to where, like, you have 2 children missing and the RCMP is, like, legit just need to look in your camper. Right?
RCMP, open up.
They need to look in your camper, and then you're just like, no, you're not coming in my cupboard. Listen, the CBC will be here at 6 o'clock. They're bringing dog treats. Tucker's not going outside. I don't want him to get another sunburn. Right? I don't want him to get another sunburn. They're gonna do a picture of him. Okay? and they're going to give him dog treats and they're giving me cigarettes. That way, this Friday, I don't have to go to town with Ron. Okay? I don't got to go to town with Ron. And that'll save me some bucks. It'll save me some bucks, you know? Because, little Daniel, he comes in here and he steals all my prescription medicines. Yeah, I don't got to go to the Dollarama. Exactly. Yes. Peanut butter jars and dog treats in our cupboard. No wonder Daniel's a perfect. Exactly. Exactly. Bunch of freakazoids. What movie is it's something about Mary, but we're gonna call it it's something about Junkyard Jane. I know, Justin, check the camper, but leave the tucker alone. Leave the tucker alone. Okay. She would have had to get the role you owns, Adele. It's the role you owns, honey. Don't judge. Don't judge. Listen, I got a tattoo when all the kids was getting them back then, and it says only God can judge me. Okay, so I don't care. I got Tucker. He's right here, and only God can judge. Okay, the Dollarama, of course, yes, exactly. Of course, you have to roll your own. You know how much? You know how much tobacco is in Canada? You know how much tobacco is in Canada? I mean, it doesn't pay for itself, right? I mean, Daniel's only working 1 day a week right now. Yeah, you roll and go. Yeah. Radio bingo. Yeah. The sardine can. Absolutely. The dog treats need the omega 3s in them. They got them at the Dollarama. I think I might do a Junkyard Janie video. Maybe I should do a Junkyard Janie music video. There's a song, there's a country song. It's God, it's an old song. It's like Rock My World, Little Country Girl. But I'll do one with Janie and it'll be called Rock My World, Little Country Earl. Maybe. Rock my world, little country Earl. Maybe that's it. Yeah, I think I could do it. I gotta find a trailer. I gotta find a motorhome. I wonder if Amanda, what's her name on here? She's a big creator. She's got an old trailer I could use, maybe. And I'll stuff my bra with the toilet tissue. The toilet tissue. And then I'll have to you know, take it out and use it later. We recycle around here. Need to get a line dance going. The only lines we get going around here is on the mirror. Okay, Daniel cuts it and sells it. But the dog treats contraband. Listen, I was bribed. I was bribed with the dog treats and the cigarettes. I was bribed with it. Okay. They got me in here. They gave Tucker dog treats. They know that's the way to my heart. Okay. They know that's the way to my heart. If you love Tucker, how could anyone not love Tucker? The morning, Justin was crying. He saw his mother crying. I was crying because Tucker had fleas. Tucker had fleas that morning. You saw me crying. And Justin's dog. I mean, my dog, not Justin's dog, kept barking. Just kept barking and barking and barking. And, you know, Daniel was in there midnight with the flashlight outside saying he dropped something, he dropped something, he dropped something. I said, Daniel, for God's sakes, there's nothing there, Daniel. There's nothing in the yard. Nothing's going on. Go to bed. Malaya, give him some Benadryl. For God's sakes, give him some Benadryl. Shut him up. Okay? I'd like to get some sleep. Tucker would like to get some sleep. I'm going in the morning with Ron. We're going to the Dollarama. And it's done. Okay? It's done. He's exhausting. He's exhausting. Yeah, we go to the reserve and get the pipe tobacco. That's exactly right. We save a lot of money that way, you know. Yes, Tucker. I would never neglect my little Tucker. Dare you? Dare you? Do they grow tobacco? Yeah. They have the lab here. They're chemists. What does Daniel do for a living? He's a chemist. He's a chemist. He's a pharmacist. My son's a pharmacist, you know, just a different type of pharmacist. You say tomato, I say tomato, right? That's what he does for a living. Okay. Where do they get the tobacco from? Do they grow it? Of course they grow it. What the hell's going down the road? Something loud. He's a yes, he's a mathematician. Thank you so much. I will look into doing the Junkyard Janie video. I gotta make it the perfect song though. I have a shirt very similar to what could pass for Janie's shirt that she got from Temu. The wacky tobacco. God, I wish Rock My World, Dirty Junkyard Girls. Mini Panthers just text me. She said, Rock My World, Dirty Junkyard Girl. That's funny. I don't give a damn who you are. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Daniel, one of them freeloaders. Listen, Daniel's not a freeloader. Listen, just because he owes an elderly lady thousands of dollars right now, right? Thousands of dollars. And there's, I don't know, 2 kids missing and his third child, his other child told on him and all that. That does not make him a freeloader. Okay? Just makes him a loader. Oh, I've got my Temu wig, Shell. I've already got my Temu wig. Please, Shannon. Exactly. Oh, Miss Sarah, thank you so much, my darling. Good to see you. Appreciate you. Very, very much, my love. Thank you so much, baby. I don't know. Aloda. Yes, Aloda. She's good. She's 3 pounds and 3 years old this month. My last Chihuahua died at 22 years old. Oh, wow, Roxy. My little pug she's going to meet Jesus soon, I think. She's really old. She's really old. It's hard. If I ever get another dog, it's going to be a little Chihuahua. The littlest Chihuahua, not Chihuahua, Pomeranian. Your mama raised pugs, yeah. I don't know, like 10 years ago, she maybe longer than that. We had pug puppies, and God, that's a job. They're amazing. But I want another Pomeranian. I had a Pomeranian when I was a kid. He was this little blonde little Pomeranian. His name was Sparky. And I taught him to like jump over sticks and stuff and all that. Has the last year's fee dental come with income less? As of last year, free dental with income less than $90,000 Canadian. Shit, I'm moving to Canada. I'm gonna move to Canada just for the dental. Damn. I'm going to have to. I'm getting like an implant done down here soon, and I'd read it. Like, not the procedure, just how much it's going to be. Because, like, dental is so expensive here. It's crazy. Like, you're not. It's ridiculous how much dental is. I don't know that. I don't know if it's for all dental service or not, but I mean, it's probably not cosmetic. It's probably not like cosmetic or anything like that, but I would say like your fillings and stuff like that are. I mean, that's still not bad. You know, I mean, just yeah. We have insurance, it's expensive. Also, you can have like insurance, like health insurance there. Like additional health in they do. I mean, and my dentist is like lives down the road from me. Uh yeah. Yeah. I had a crown done, and I've had 2 crowns done, but one of them, like, the root canal just didn't feel right. And, like, he ended up doing an implant for it, and I thought, "I'll never do another root canal again. I will only do implants." Because you can do an implant for, like, after you get the root canal, and then you get the crown on top of it and all that, it's only like 600 maybe $500 difference, and a root canal is not guaranteed ever. Oh, Kelly, yeah, $1,000 for it's a not even a tooth. No, yeah. The dental insurance is It covers, I mean, the only thing it really covers is cleanings and freaking maybe some on the fillings and stuff. You had a root canal. Yeah, they're not fun. Is it considered cosmetic? An implant is. Yeah. Elderly hair free. Yeah. I've had 4 root canals. I've had 2. Yes, it's worth it you doing that. I didn't need a root canal, so yeah. Teeth, the only bones not considered bones. I know. See, because when you lose your tooth, you have bone loss, right? You have bone loss. That's why, like, when you lose your teeth, like all your teeth, it's not just that your teeth aren't there, but you have bone loss, like in your jaw. And so after you kind of heal, they put like a metal stud in there, and then it goes into your jaw, and it's like a screw. And then it grows bone. It grows just like a new tooth. And you have to have it grow, the bone grow. It takes a few months. And then they'll put a tooth on it, screw a tooth down on it. Thank you, Nana. The bone only hangs around if it has a job to do. Yep, to support a tooth. That's right. Full upper implants with the studs. Yeah. One of my, I know him, like he's not a friend, but an acquaintance. He went and had it all done, and I saw him. We were doing some business together, and he said, Justin, look here, and he went like that. He looked like what's that? Hannibal Lecter. It's like, oh God, just a bunch of screws in his mouth. You going to bed, Kelly? 99, darling. Yeah, yeah, Pigra. I understand. I mean, it's really, really expensive. And now, like, if you need a partial, get a partial or dentures or whatever. I mean, you got to do what you got to do. I just counted. What is wrong with me? How many teeth you're supposed to have? 32? Is that right? 32? I don't remember. I just had dental work done 2 days ago, and my mouth and face are throbbing. Why? Beverly, you shouldn't be hurting. I mean, it can be sore from like the injections and stuff. I thought 32, but someone said 36. I think it's maybe it's 32, 36. I don't know. It depends if you count your wisdom teeth. my wisdom teeth, I have really big roots, like crazy roots. And my wisdom teeth started coming in so young. So young. And I remember, I don't know, I was on like vacation somewhere and my wisdom teeth were fucking hurting so bad. And they were coming in. And one of them, I couldn't have been 15 or 16. They started coming in, like coming in. It hurt. And when when they all came in, I went to the dentist or the surgeon, and he's like, I have never, ever had such a hard time getting out wisdom teeth. He said, I thought I was going to have to go to Lowe's. And I was like, oh, fun. 32 adult permanent teeth, including 4 wisdom teeth, however. Mm. Yeah, I know. It it shouldn't cost for healthcare, or it should just be the government should just take care of it for its as much taxes as everyone pays and everything, and just a God-given right to healthcare, and truly dental care is healthcare in my opinion. Did I get it? No, no, that was, oh crap. When I got my wisdom teeth out, I don't even think there was smartphones or anything like that. Yeah, Miss Justice, it needs to do better. It does. They put a retainer and it was sharp like glass, cut my tongue. Went back yesterday and they filed it down. I'm in so much pain from the needle stretching, grinding. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. If you get the retainers and stuff, if it's sharp, it'll cut you. Lidocaine. Do salt water or baking soda or what else is it? Peroxide. Rinse. I tell you, what was it I used when I had before I had my root canal? Oragel makes a really good. It's like it's an antiseptic mouthwash, but it also like numbs it, but it doesn't feel numb. If that's what you know what I mean, that numb, but it doesn't feel numb. Let me see what it is. Let me show you. You can get it at Walmart. Or you can get it at CVS, any place. This is what it is. They have 2 different kinds. And one is for toothache, and one is specific for mouth sores. Yeah, salt water is really good. Here in PEI, 14-hour wait to see a doctor. Here it's 6 months. It's crazy. It's crazy. Just talking about dentist is now giving me a toothache. Oh God. Let me show you. This is the. Let me show you. This is the toothbrush I use. I've showed people it before. I freaking love it, and I know a lot of y'all bought them before. It's the IP7. IP7. Let me take a screenshot. It's $10. And it's a really good toothbrush. It's like the Sonicare. Last, I bought like a really expensive Oral-B one. And you get all these heads with it too. And a charge will last, it's supposed to be like a year. Waterproof Sonicare electric toothbrush. Fast charging. Time reminder, 5 modes, 8 brush heads, travel, indoor, outdoor, blue. You can get it in different colors. And you just charge it with your phone charger. 3D bristle cutting process. Yeah. If anybody wants, I'll give you. It's $9. Yep. I'll show you the link 1 second. Love it. I know some of y'all ordered it before. And it's got like 10,000 reviews or something. And it comes in like you can get it in white, blue, green, all of that. Here you go. Let me see here. How do I share it? Here we go. Share. There we go. I think it's in pink too. They got pink, yeah. It's $10, and I like it way better than I do my other ones. My Oral-B. It's got like cleaning mode, polishing mode, whitening mode, massage mode, something else. There's the links. I'll pin it. $37 in Canada? The fuck? It's $9.99. It's out of 10,800 reviews. 12,000 was ordered last month. It's got almost a 5-star. Just click I don't know whatever this thing is. It's like the X7 or something like that. Oh, let me see if I can drop in the other chat. You probably guys didn't have. You might have to come to the other chat room. It won't let me open up my other chat. It's weird. Oh, who has rickets? You pay $60 a month for dental. Yes, Brazil is good for dental. Mm-hmm. Isn't that sad? You can gotta go to another country to get a tooth fixed. Yeah, it can be a big part of it can be lack of vitamin D. Yeah. Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I've got to do some research on what's going on in Ohio now, and I've got to do some research on what's going on in Oklahoma and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, it's on Amazon. Yeah. It's a very good toothbrush. You'll be very happy with it. Very, very happy, I promise you. All right, guys. Much love, everyone. Get some rest. Appreciate you. If anybody hears anything going on in Ohio or Oklahoma or whatever, text me at any hour or email me 307-228-4906 or alljustice, the number 4, the letter U at gmail.com. Thank you, guys. Good night, everyone. God bless. Bye-bye.